No Man's Sky is a game about exploration. 14 quintillion planets, and the whole point is you're supposed to keep moving for something better. Get the better ship, get the better tech, find a better planet to build your better base, move to the center of the galaxy. But I'm not going to be doing any of that. We're going to be playing on one planet on foot, never using a ship. It's also permadeath, so if I die, that's it. Here's the run. Everything we get, every blueprint, every scrap of material, it's all going to be either already down here for us to find, or I just go without it, without any exceptions. Let's see how far one planet in No Man's Sky actually takes you. So, this is our first planet. Our first and only. It's freezing, minus 54 degrees, but we do have some trees. It's not a toxic planet, which just looks disgusting. If we go in the menu, we can see a little bit about the planet. You know, we can see that we've got the Viking that are going to be running it. It's a perilous conflict level, but a booming economy, which is good. So hopefully by it having a better economy, we're going to be seeing more buildings. I don't know. I'm hoping we can get a trade hub pretty early. We've got sodium dioxide, copper, and frost crystals as things that are native, though. I mean, frost crystals are good for glass, but I don't think we're going to be finding a recipe to make glass anytime soon, so even though we're not using it, I'm still going to take the time to make my way to my ship, but the problem is it's all the way on top of this mountain, and when you first start, your jetpack has, like, no storage, so I don't even know if we can get up there. And another thing that's dawned on me is that I'm orange. This is what we're going to look like for the rest of the run. There's no appearance modifiers on the planet, so this is the main character of our journey, our Glub Shitto. Alright, let's see if we can get up to our ship. Again, might not be easy. We might have to carve a little path in here. We're gonna have to change our tune a little bit. Here we are. Oh! Oh! Holy! That was stupid. Alright. We're up here now. So even though we're not going to be going to stations and meeting aliens very often, there is still going to be a small amount of Viking on this planet that we can do quests for. So we're still going to have a good reason to pick up our knowledge stones and learn a language so that we can pass the little quests that you get in the buildings we find. I think getting an Atlas Pass V1 is going to be a big priority. Alright, this is our steed, which we can't use, but at least we could sit in it for a little bit of hazard protection. We're going to dismantle these photon cannons because we're just not going to be needing them. You know, one fun fact that I didn't realize until way too late in my first playthrough, but you do more damage with your mining laser the closer it is to overheating. So it's better to kind of feather it towards the end. Keep it just on the brink. Bit of cobalt and silver. Nice. Haven't found a source of gold yet. Or uranium. Again, no clue why it would be in handy, but we just haven't got that. Alright, we're going to need some chromatic metal. Alright. We're going to be looking for copper. You know, while we're out this way, we're going to have to collect this as much as we can to make the trip worth it. A bit annoying. We're going to dump this. Definitely don't need that. It's going to be a long time before we find a place to sell those, so. We do have something down here. A manufacturing facility. This is pretty big. We're stuck at the whim of, you know, whatever blueprints we can get from these buildings, so. We've got a Sentinel here too. Now these could be a way to get upgrades 4-hour multi-tool. Because they drop, I can't remember what it is. Little purple shards of some kind. I might even make a base around here knowing that these things might spawn around this manufacturing facility. We've got another building down here. We'll go in here before we go explore that other building. But I'm really keen. We can't actually get through because we don't have a bolt caster module. That can make things a bit more challenging. Really got my hopes up for this building. This looks like it could be a trading hub. Just after I sold all of my valuables. But if it is, you know, I'm happy. No. No, this isn't. Ooh, fuck. Yeah, I was definitely hoping for something different. And we can't actually break any of these. We might be able to make some tomfoolery happen, though. If we shut them down, they could drop some pretty good modules. I think next plan, we're gonna want to build a base near this industrial building. Because that means we're gonna at least be able to have access to the starship. For just a little bit extra mobile inventory. I mean, there's nothing else we're going to be able to use our data on anyway, so. And it gets our ship off of this giant cliff, which I'm really not keen on. We'll call our ship down. This will allow us to use its inventory slots to store a few things. We'll drop down a base computer here. And we've got our first base computer. You know, we absolutely do not need anything fancy right now. We've got very humble beginnings. This is the start of our world. A signal booster will be huge. Trying to find specific bases and building types. That's what this is going to be used for. So we're going to need some salvage data now. But first, let's try to beat the shit out of some of these sentinels with our stupid little mining laser. Alright, this is going to be tough with just a mining laser. We'll see how we go. I'm also not sure if hiding in a building counts as hiding, but we'll find out. Oof, might be here a while. Nice. This is what we're looking for, though. Right here, combat supplies. It's almost like an aim trainer. Alright, now let's see. Oh, whoa! No! Not good! Not good! Level 2? My ass level 2! I thought I'd be dealing with a very minimal force using my mining laser, but it somehow pulled the sentinels all the way from down here. Including Mr. Big Kahuna Burger. Not a fan. We have got to go. Got to go. Holy shit. 5 active units, my ass! We will need to start getting these buried technology modules. At least this was a 4-fer, so we should be able to unlock the teleporter anyway, just like this. Alright, we'll grab you. And we'll grab you. Now I don't want this to be like a... This is not going to be a big base. We just need to really nail out some of the important things we need. And then leave. Leave and find a nicer spot that isn't surrounded by sentinels. There was a query I had. God, it's just too risky to do while I'm here. Yeah, can we just hide? Does this count as hiding? It says there's 3 active Sentinel units, but I really do not think that's the case. Alright, anyway. Now, one of the missions we actually can do is the base computer archives. So this is something we're gonna try completing as far as possible. We're not gonna be able to get to the end, but it will give us some blueprints we can use. Boy, do I feel safe. Something I do wonder is if I was to bring a horde of them down here. Like a large amount. Could I then deactivate them? We'll try to get the whole walker over here. I mean, we may as well just fight until that happens. I don't see the walker yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah. See, now what I want is I literally just want to get close enough now. Guys, I don't think the mining laser really does enough damage for this. Oh, it's shooting. Okay, okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. Let's extract weapons tech 2. Okay. Okay, this is good. Does it have an advanced beam? It doesn't. This worked though, this was good. We've got some pretty hardcore stuff. Salvaged glass that I really want. Just for modules. It's a shame that there wasn't an advanced mining laser though. Oh, we can build a bolt caster. I literally had no fucking idea. I do think it's worth building a bolt caster, so we just need to grab some more chromatic metal. This should actually be pretty quick now. I literally have no idea if these have the potential to drop anything else, so. We might be able to get through that door now. Just gonna get rid of this. That gives us enough chromatic metal that we can actually build the bolt caster now. I don't know if we're ever going to be getting phosphorus, ammonia, and uranium. Microprocessors and hermetic seals, yes. It's still gonna be an upgrade regardless though. Whoa! What is this? A trader. Hey buddy! I see you're fucking lazy and you're not using your legs. You seem to be using some kind of contraption to get around. Not me. In the trade. They might have some uranium or phosphorus or something. Oh! This is something we can actually use nanites for. I feel like we're going to want maybe a movement module. This could be really handy, the scan radius, because, you know, we're really going to be stuck with our scan radius. Might go with the jetpack, because our jetpack really sucks at the moment. Done. Let's see what we get. What do we get? What do we get? Whoa! 214%. That's huge. Sprint distance up. Sprint recovery time is up. Very happy with that. Let's give this bad boy a whirl. Oh, that feels so much better. Alright, time to head back over to our ship. And see if we can get through the doors, which we should now that we actually have a bolt caster. Hell yeah, brother, we're in. Knock knock, give me your shit. Alright. What horrors await me here? Ooh, I feel like overriding is gonna give me access to something where shooting the cameras won't. I feel like one of these would be much better than shooting it. I think I'm gonna leave this. I think I'm gonna come back. Literally every blueprint opportunity we get is gonna be important, and I don't want to fuck it up that quickly. Alright, do we have any other buildings around? Let's have a look. Alright, we've got something we can get to. Before we do that, we're going to want to make sure we actually get down a teleporter so we can get back here. Here's nice. Fill this bad boy up with something. Pop this somewhere near the teleporter. Just like that. We'll see what we end up getting from this salvaged glass. Okay, this could be really useful. Extinguished exhaust. 50% life support tanks, huge. So I think all tradables really, I'm gonna want to be putting in the starship. That way when I coal it down to a trade hub. Yeah. So our next journey, we're going to be heading to this transmission tower, 1,000 units away. You know, my number one would, whoa, that would be amazing to get, would be some kind of exocraft. Frostwort. Something that could be useful in the future. Pretty sure that's how you make glass. Is there some here too? Yeah. Okay. I think we can afford to... Oh! Another challenge awaits. We can't actually get the Frostwort unless we have gloves. Now, even making an Atlas Pass V1, it looks like we can't do that either. That's interesting. So Help! Help me, please! I think they're busy. Which is just in time because we're running out of our hazard protection. Now it looks like we have a friend in here. The warrior's nostrils flare as I approach. They inhale deeply, filling their lungs with the frozen air that's followed me into the sanctuary of this facility. They bark out what could be a warning. I hurriedly mime that I'm peaceful and know little of their kind or language. I'm not going to try and say that. Maybe once for fun.
Uguanesh, interloper. Zua.
It sounds like Chinese. It's so different if you pronounce it like Chinese. Shua Julong Queen. Bipu. Wang Wendy. Kachong Gui Doksong. Fang. Unwatwu. Obviously, so we need to give them something to charge their mining beam, which I'm pretty sure is carbon. Nice. Do I get anything other than that? You gave me some words. I mean, that's alright. Whatever. If I can crack the encryption pattern, I could potentially extract the coordinates. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 4 is 24, 24 times 5 is 120, 120 times 6 is 720. We really haven't traveled that far. You can literally see our own base in that. Alright, we've got a distress signal. 13 fucking hours away. Yeah, look, I don't think we're gonna make that. I don't think we're ever gonna make that. Like, maybe one day, maybe if we started traveling in this direction long term. But that's a big ask. I think the problem if we go back to our base is there's probably going to be a tendency to accidentally explore the proximity of our base over and over and over again. Like every time we step out, right, we're going to be walking past areas we've already explored. So I think picking a direction and really just gunning for it is going to be the play. See, this is the part where it's like, sure, is it faster to walk back, or eventually is it going to be faster to literally just make another teleporter? We should probably hit some of these tech modules though while we're here. I think fully unlocking the tech tree is gonna be a little goal for us. That includes all of the building related things. This thing really was in the most inconvenient place though. It's buried deep but on top of a mountain. To at least get there, and then we should have some silica powder that we can use to charge it next time. Whoa! Oh wow. This place is pretty cool. Got some relics there that we can sell. That's a pretty big collection too. I think my jetpack's strong enough just to get me out of here now. Beautiful. Now, one thing we might do while we're here, I'm going to get this ionized cobalt out, because I think we can use that to replace some of the Omni tool. Here we go. We can repair this here, and we can repair this one here. The reason I was doing that is because we'll talk to the base computer and see the next message. Alright. Solar panels. Right. From now on, this is going to be our main objective. We've got to get that exocraft. So let's build these solar panels. Oh no, we need gold. I have not found any gold yet. I think this is a major roadblock and I have no idea where we go from here. I have no clue what to do. Thanks to everyone for watching this first episode. If you do like what you see and you want to keep watching more, then please like, comment, and subscribe.